I want you in the picture. Come on, mom. Yeah, I want you in the picture.
It's a great platform for the Caliph of Bambilor. Addressing the black estate of Georgia Mayors, in his address, Thierno said that the best place to grow and develop a relationship between international trade and tourism is the African continent, and specifically in Senegal. A fruitful exchanges between African in the diaspora and American, moment that should lead to a diverse and thriving tourism where a real lever of economic growth.
60% of all bankruptcies in this country are due to medical bankruptcies. Basically, a family is faced with this. Health situations that can become a crisis if left unattended to. I have a health insurance policy, but I don't have the additional money. So what the healthcare law does is builds on the the employer-based market. I want to point out that the healthcare law includes some additional benefits, including domestic violence screening. Agencies that always get federal money. The money can go to an individual. An individual can apply as a navigator, a church, a fraternity, a nonprofit, a for-profit, the Georgia Conference of Black Mayors. As a consumer, every dollar that I spend, the healthcare insurer must spend 80 cents any information that our office can. Medicare, one of the myths that I definitely want you to take back to your...
Well, this is basically a demonstration machine. It's a small version of what we have that we'll be implementing here in the US and hopefully in Senegal. What goes in is plastic waste. As you see, it's just ground up plastic cut up into little pieces. You put it into the machine and it converts it, separates the gas and the liquid, and it comes out into here. You'll see it once we actually start the process. It'll be bubbling up and the oil will sit on top of the water. And that oil can be put straight into diesel machines, furnaces, things along that line. And this is just regular waste plastic from the landfill that got ground up. So literally throwing away energy every day.
The meeting also allowed the Caliph of Bambilor lift the veil on the general situation of tourism worldwide, a sector that generates a strong inflow of foreign currency, and an expansion of other sectors such as agriculture, which is a real factor in development for the poorest people, an opportunity to advocate. For Thierno, community tourism, a new concept reverses the trend, but also to renew its readiness to work to extend the bridge between Africa and America.
Aujourd'hui, les arrivées de tourisme internationaux dans le monde ont augmenté près de 4% en 2012 et atteint 1 million et ont généré des recettes d'exploitation de 1,232 milliards de dollars d'expansion générale du tourisme dans le pays industrialisé et développé peut être donc un élément positif pour le développement lorsque engendre un fort afflux de devises et renforcer positivement les liens intersectoriels permettant la croissance et autres secteurs, particulièrement l'agriculture, qui constitue un réel facteur de développement et d'affirmation des populations les plus démunies.
Tourism must be treated with seriousness and determination. Today, international tourism arrival in the world has increased nearly 4% in 2012 and has reached 1 billion and generated export revenue of $1.232 billion. Expansion of tourism in industrialized and developed countries can be a positive factor of development when it generates a high yield of currency and reinforces positively link between sectors that allow this growth in other sectors such as agriculture, which constitute a real development factor that help those who have less.
Pour y arriver, il me paraît important de privilégier le tourisme communautaire aux dépens du tourisme de luxe. Le tourisme communautaire est celui qui ne développe pas un comportement colonialiste, qui regarde les populations locales d'en haut. Au contraire, il place ces derniers dans un rôle central à travers un concept. Il est question de faire héberger les hôtes par les populations locales et nos compagnons naturels, ce qui permettra une meilleure intégration des peuples et facilitera des échanges à la base.
In order to achieve, it is a must to privilege community tourism instead of luxurious tourism. The community tourism is one that does not develop colonialism attitude, that look down to people, but put the latter in a major role playing. Through that concept, it is questioned to house tourists in the local people's home in rural areas, and that allow a better integration of people and facilitate exchange at the grassroots level.
Ce tourisme est le mieux indiqué pour stimuler la production de biens et services des populations rurales, la préservation de l'environnement et la préservation de l'identité de l'homme noir, car l'homme qui disait l'adage, celui qui voyage sans rencontrer d'autres ne voyage pas, il se déplace.
This concept of tourism is more sustainable to stimulate production of goods and services of rural people, preservation of environment, and the direct connection to real people, because, as the proverb says, one who travels without meeting someone did not travel. He just moved from one place to another.
L'Afrique en général, particulièrement le Sénégal, est un continent plein d'essor. Sur le plan des investissements dans le secteur essentiel de l'économie, il est un des rares continents qui ait pu minimiser les effets de la crise mondiale dans des proportions acceptables grâce aux investissements massifs des différents secteurs porteurs. Il est d'une impérieuse nécessité pour les Africains américains de marquer leur présence en Afrique, surtout au Sénégal, par des divertissements, pourrait être un catalyseur pour des échanges commerciaux entre les deux pays.
Africa is generally speaking, Africa in general, especially Senegal, is a booming continent pouring into different strategic sectors. It is of utmost necessity for the African Americans to show their presence in Africa, especially in Senegal, with investment that can boost trade exchange between the United States and Africa. Business opportunities are real in Senegal, which could be a gateway to West African markets because of its political stability, its tradition of democracy, its geographical position, and its attractive investment code with tax holidays.
Agreements, EU, RCP partnership through the textile sector, market gardening and fruit crops, industrial processing units, new technologies of information and communication, shall reverse virtually all areas of Senegalese economy were reviewed during this important conference. A report of his stay at the core which allowed significant development projects to emerge. Thierno was right before a home wall of its name.
And you're gonna check exchange. You're gonna exchange first. Hold on.
Have a picture.
So you hold this one, you give it to him, and he give you that one. Then nuyente quoi. Nuyente le. Yes. Thank you. Hold.
Thank you.
Je sais que je n'ai pas la parole ici.
You just want to say some words of thank you well.
Mais c'est l'émotion et le plaisir et l'accueil chaleureux qui m'incite à prendre cette parole.
He feels emotion for the nice welcome that we have received here in Georgia, and we feel at home here.
On a vécu 3 jours extraordinaires humainement et socialement et familialement. On l'a vécu ici.
We have spent here 3 days of really nice feeling. We were very comfortable here, and we really feel at home here.